Hello, this is Beth, and I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of how I have very quickly integrated the Axe Core MCP server released by Manoj Kumar into an existing Playwright framework, test automation framework, and got that to run an accessibility scan within 2 minutes. So Firstly, here's the GitHub repo for the MCP Axe server. You can do lots of different things. You can run it from within um, Claude, desktop, etc. What I decided to do was install it using the pip install and add my configure my MCP in Cursor. So to do this, I needed to add this code into my existing mcp.json.file. You can see there's already a Playwright MCP server, and I've added in the command um, that was provided to me to get the accessibility Axe server installed. All I then needed to do was make sure that my um, cursor chat function was in agent mode. So you can see there it's in agent mode here. And all I asked it to do in plain old English was start up the agent and scan this particular website for accessibility issues. So this was one that was suggested by Manoj on the server here. So I'm going with the one that he's suggested to invoke that tool, but there are lots of other tools that you can check out as part of this MCP server. So all I did was do this. The agent went away and in line with AI managed to create a test from scratch, um, execute that test. It gave me, I've got human in the loop installed, so it did stop and ask me, do you want to execute this test? And I was able to review the code and make sure that for me there were no issues with that. It went and completed that, and it found an issue being that my driver wasn't successfully installed, and that caused the test to not execute successfully. But the other accessibility tests were fine. It then went back and modified the test that it had written to be more informative and handle the violations better. So it did that all itself, ran that updated test, and then it understood that it got a Playwright browser error about missing executables and went back and asked me to reinstall Playwright. So that was kind of cool that it did that by itself. Again, it asked me for my permission first, so I was able to check the command and run that successfully. And then it ran the test. It generated some text here that I can review with the issues that it found and recommendations. And then it also generated the report that gets auto-generated when Playwright test is run. So I was able to then call the npx playwright show report command, and then it told me where to go to view it. And that looked like this. So again, I have not written a lick of code here, and I've had 3 accessibility testing scans performed against different browsers. It's executed the tests, it's gone to the page, it's waited, it's evaluated, and it's generated a test report as well. So when I go back in there, I can see the attachments here that give me the accessibility report. If I want to delve into that in more detail, I can. You can see there the errors have been identified. So As with all MCP, please be aware of security issues, particularly if using this in a commercial environment. This is not, I believe, an official Axe Core MCP server. It is something that someone has written, which is fantastic because it's open source. So thank you very much for writing that. But it always means you've got to be super conscious of security, especially when letting this loose in your own code base. But yeah, really interesting and really looking forward to exploring this server a little bit more. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.